Hello everybody, Prepper003 here today with another video for you, and this one's going to be firearms related, so it's going to be, as you can tell from the title, top 5 accessories for your primary SHTF fighting rifle. Now right now, I just wanted to let you guys know that this is going to be a little bit different from the essentials video that I already did for your primary SHTF firearms, but it's going to be strictly maintaining to the rifles, well, to the accessories that you put on the rifles. So right now I'm going to just start off with the biggest thing, and that is going to be a main iron sight. And right now, why do I call it a main iron sight over a backup iron sight? Because I think that everybody, before they even get an optic, should get iron sights for the rifle, practice, and get good, and be able to properly use their iron sights before they even decide to get an optic or anything like that. For me, I try to at least put 500 rounds through my rifle in just pure training, pure marksmanship fundamentals, and getting very acute and being very able to use the iron sights. Then I go on to maybe looking at getting some type of optic. But right now I consider my iron sights to be the main aiming system over my optic, just because optics can break. There's issues that can happen. Mounts can break. So right now, even with your higher quality stuff like this Trijicon ACOG here, they can even break as well. So relying 100% on a optic might not be the best thing. That's why I prefer to have a primary iron sight. And right now this is the same iron sight that I put on pretty much every single one of my firearms. Like for example, just to give you guys another, here's my HK762, and it's still using a main iron sight before I even went with the optic. Even though it's a medium to long range firearm, I still have iron sights for it and practice with those firearms and the iron sights regularly. So the next thing, I'm just going to jump straight on to the next one. That's going to be a convertible sling. And what do I mean by convertible? So pretty much it's a sling that can be taken from 2-point, as you see here, to coming back over to a single point option. And why do I consider that to be a pretty much a needed accessory? Well, because there's times where you might need to be able to manipulate your firearm much easier, maybe inside of a house, close quarters, maybe inside of a vehicle, to where you don't want to have the extended sling option all the way out to the front here. So having it to the rear might just be a little bit easier for you to maneuver, and then you can switch it right on back to your longer setup here for maybe going on a patrol or out in the field, or just for storage. So that's just my personal opinion. I think having a convertible sling that can go from 2-point to single point is a very good and beneficial thing for you and for your firearm. So the next thing is going to be the ambi controls. Now this one's going to be a little bit debatable, because I know that a lot of people really have personal opinions on this. And right now for this one, you can really do it either way. But I would say for your primary SHTF rifle and the rifle you're going to be putting your life on, giving yourself those extra saved seconds with having ambi controls for your support hand manipulation, or especially if you are injured and have to rely now on your support hand as the primary arm, having those ambi controls, whether it be a ambi mag release, as you can see right here, or having a ambi bolt release, like you see right here as well, and an ambi safety, and an ambi charging handle, are just a lot of the things that can really help save you extra seconds if you really need to. So right now I really think that having those ambi controls are very beneficial, and are also something that can really change the way you go about using a rifle over a basic standard setup, especially when it comes to saving those seconds in that support hand transition role. The next one is going to also be another one that's going to be debated, and that's going to be a foregrip. Now right now I'm not going to really get specific, but having some type of foregrip that's going to be able to allow you to brace yourself up, well, to brace your rifle up against cover, to be able to manipulate it, and be also able to get a good grip and hold on your rifle if your hand is injured or something like that, to where you need to be able to support the rifle, where you can push it up against your arm and still be able to use it effectively, along with being able to brace it against cover. So right now having some type of foregrip is something that I think is a very necessary thing, whether it be a hand stop, a vertical grip, an angled foregrip, just something that you can actually help stabilize the firearm with a support arm, or be able to use it to support and brace yourself against cover. The last one is going to be something that's going to be highly debated, especially when it comes to home defense, and that's going to be a weapon light. Now, right now, I know that a lot of people have their own personal opinions on this. It's a very debated topic. I'm actually going to be doing a whole separate video on the topic itself, but I think that having some type of weapon light is extremely beneficial to you as a prepper because it goes along with one of the primary firearm safety rules of know your target and what's beyond it. We've all heard the stories and the news reports of a guy that went to defend his property because he thought someone was breaking in his house. He engages the intruder, which turns out to be a family member, a relative, or a neighbor that was come over, that was just all sorts of things. So right now it's just something that we need to really realize is that, especially for home defense use, having a white light is going to be something that can be very life-saving to maybe a family member, or can be even beneficial to you for identifying your target. And right now, let me just say that I'm not talking about walking around with your white light always on and everything. So right now, I think that, especially when it comes to it, is to be able to definitely be able to identify that target. I mean, it's just something that's so beneficial. So thank you. I really appreciate you guys watching. I want to hear your guys' opinion on this as well, especially whenever it comes to the topic of a weapon light and the ambient controls. I know that those are both separate topics in of themselves. So I just want to hear what you guys have to say when it comes to that topic, and if you guys rock a weapon light for your primary firearm. So I really appreciate you guys watching. And remember, those that prepare for today survive tomorrow.